I have found this bait to be extremely situational. Brandon caught him down at Okeechobee, sort of like right around the time of the spawn. But for me, this is a late spring, early summer bait, the success I've had on it. And I want to sort of lay out for you guys what to look for and a little bit of a characteristic about this bait. Now, even though this is a square bill crankbait, or I consider it a square bill crankbait, it'll still get down almost 8 foot deep. If you put this on 15-pound test, Seaguard VizX, on a long cast, you can get it down almost 8 feet deep. So it's a very unique bait in the sense that it has a square bill wobble to the thing, yet which has more of a horizontal movement rather than a deep, digging vertical movement. That's what makes it unique, is its ability to get deep and have a different size and profile and wobble. And another thing about this bait, I'll tell you guys right off the bat, is you got to fish this thing fast. This is a big bait. You don't want to get a good look at it. So I use a medium fast stop and go retrieve, almost more of a fast stop and go retrieve, because I don't want them to get a good look at this thing. I want this thing to move pretty fast, through the water column where they have to react to it without thinking about it too much. And that's what makes it so good, is the size, the profile, the wobble, the vibration, water displacement, everything about it. Super, super, super unique. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where you want to fish it, which is probably the most important thing during the early summer and late spring. If you have a lake that has what I call hard structure on it, and what I mean by hard structure, I'm talking about like drop-offs, points, river channel ledges, any type of a drop-off in the post-spawn and early summer, everybody knows that those are great areas to throw deep diving crankbaits on, or a football head jig or a Texas rig worm. But that big M4.0, guys, you toss that thing on a ledge, on a break on a ledge, like all you guys that fish Kentucky Lake or all those TVA lakes, or even if you just fish lakes that have main lake points on it that have drop-offs from about 5 to 15 feet of water, guys, it'll get you a good bite, because in the post-spawn, bass are hungry and they're feeding and they still like large lures. I have found in my own fishing that bass start to prefer larger lures in the middle of May, and they stay with that up until like the mid-June or sort of the end of the June. And then after about the end of June, when the water gets at its warmest level of the year, they start to prefer smaller lures. The big crankbaits like that don't work. But there's a window of time, pretty much from about May 15th to the third week of June, where that big M4.0 will get you a big bite. So crank it on, drop-offs, ledges, points, anything like that. If you have a lake that has submergent grass, like submergent